Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. All right, we're back with another episode of No Waco, and this time we have a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Dr. Taylor Webb, and I'm the owner of ArrowHead Chiropractic here in town.
Oh, wow. And what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native?
I'm not a Waco native, but I'm definitely a Texan through and through. But honestly, there's no chiropractors here.
Really?
For the population of Waco, there's just none.
Wow.
And chiropractic, the world has moved to such a preventative health standpoint. I couldn't miss the opportunity, and especially with the growth that's going on here.
Yeah, and so you're from Denison, right? Right outside of the Dallas area?
Yep, so about an hour north of Dallas, right on the Red River, about as close as you can get without crossing over.
There you go. And how long have you been living in Waco now?
Ooh, I just got here in December.
Wow. So you're a new Wacoan, a baby Wacoan.
I am.
Are you loving it so far?
I really do. I couldn't have asked for a better community. Like, everybody's been super welcoming and wants to help any way they can, and I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah, and what brought you to Waco?
So we wanted to be, my husband and I, we wanted to be more Central Texas. We're only about, I think it's like 2.5 hours, obviously depending on 35 traffic.
Yeah.
But we're only a couple hours from home, so that definitely played a big factor into it. Got to be close to the family.
Yeah.
And that narrowed it down quite a bit. So Waco seemed like the perfect place.
Yeah. And so how did you get into being a chiropractor? So what's your history? Where'd you go to school? All that information.
Ooh. Started out A&M Corpus Christi is where I had my bachelor's. Go Durs. And then from there, I actually went to Sherman College of Chiropractic out in South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So away from Texas.
Yes. One of those had the opportunity to go. Always knew it was coming back, though. It's pretty. I highly recommend visiting. It's not home.
Understandable.
But from there, it was really, I did competitive powerlifting and bodybuilding, like, through high school and college. And I threw up my back.
Oh, no.
To the point of, like, almost had to quit. And my coach was like, you need to go see a chiropractor. They'll see about getting you fixed. Don't worry about it. And sure enough, I mean, it was mind-blowing that this pain I'd been dealing with for weeks, it was just gone.
Wow.
And I think that planted the seed, and sure enough, I mean, I fell in love with it. I have a degree in kinesiology, so I love the way the body works and it moves, and even my love for lifting, getting to see what the body's physically capable of.
Yeah.
Now it's basically from like a different standpoint, and I get to see what it's capable of from the inside out. Yeah. So
that's fantastic. And how was ArrowHead born?
So ArrowHead comes from, I know with my green eyes and blonde hair, you can totally tell, but I'm actually a member of the Choctaw Nation.
Oh, wow. My family's Choctaw as well.
See? Look at that. And basically, that has been something that's always held very high in my life, and I'm very proud of that, and that's something that I've tried to integrate all throughout school and just in general. And to me, it made sense that the next biggest step in my life had something incorporated into that. And typically the Native Americans view the arrowhead as a symbol of strength and courage, and it's protection. And that's literally like protection. We want to protect the body and have that health from the inside out. So to me, it all just clicked.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so tell us where your new location is and tell us about your grand opening.
Yes. So we are at 8300 Old McGregor Road, right off of 84. It's one exit before HEB and Hewitt Drive.
Don't miss it.
A lot of people always think I say in McGregor, and I'm like, no, not that far out.
Old McGregor.
Yes. But we actually opened back mid-May, but we're now getting to celebrate our grand opening this Friday at 5 p.m. There's going to be free food. The chamber's going to be out there. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so with your grand opening, you're really wanting to open it up to the community. So tell us about that.
Absolutely. When you say open it up to the community.
Well, you're inviting everybody to come out and get involved and find out more.
Yeah, absolutely. The more the merrier, truthfully. I've tried to reach out to tons of people in the community. I tried to, when I got here.
Mm-hmm. Tell them how we met.
Yeah. I literally spent the first 3 months of my time in Waco going door to door to local businesses, being able to introduce myself so that people even knew I was here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how obviously I had the opportunity to meet you.
She literally dropped off a little sheet with her picture and a little background information about her and was like, oh my gosh, we're going to be opening soon. I'm so excited. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And now for a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a one-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.
Hey y'all, I'm April,
Hi, I'm Caroline.
and we have a new podcast for you. What's it called, Caroline?
Bloody Happy Hour.
It's going to be your new favorite guilty pleasure. We're going to talk about some bloody stuff. Serial killers, true crime,
Rape.
rapists. Why not join us? We'll have a good time.
You literally never know. I don't know what I'm going to say. Bloody Happy Hour. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. 911, what's your emergency?
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean? Could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. Two haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode, we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places.
You've gobbled your last ghoul.
Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
the Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista,
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music. And we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
And now, back to the episode.
It was really a great way because I had the opportunity. I got super involved with different chamber events and different groups in town. And I've had to back off some, obviously, just due to business hours.
Being busy,
Yeah, you know, weird how work does that for you. But, yeah, we want the community there. We want to be able to answer questions. We want chiropractic to become more of a norm than what it is now. So, yeah, the more the merrier. I would be happy to run out of food.
Yeah, that's great.
I would be happy to be crowded in our office.
That's fantastic.
It's kind of big, so that would be exciting.
Please come.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so you're really, trying to get people involved and find out about you. So what is one of your goals by the end of 2022?
Ooh.
It doesn't have to be like a quantity goal or a monetary goal. It could just be anything.
No, that's a really good question. A goal by the end of 2022.
We're already halfway through, so you got 6 months.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Ooh, you got me thinking now.
I know. Now you're like, I need to come up with
I know
a full goal.
I want to be able to reach and have over 300 patients and be able to reach 300 people by the end of the year.
I love that. See, and that's a quantifiable goal. So it's something you can set for yourself. It's something you can reach out for. It's something you can look forward to.
Absolutely. I know. And now you're going to check back in
I'm going to be like 300? Are we at it? Are we at 299? I need to find you one more person? But yeah, that's fantastic. And what is something you would like to see more of in our community?
I definitely think it's something I'm starting to see more of, but I would love, obviously, more. Is this health trend that's coming through? Because I'm seeing it in even like new restaurants that are popping up. They're more health conscious, and even there's tons of little gyms in the area, and with having the schools here, if you're preventative about your health, then it's going to save you in the long run.
Yeah.
And I know we all want to have long, happy, healthy lives. So I would love to see more of that. Is how many more people are, oh yeah, I've been to the chiropractor. Oh yeah, I go to the gym regularly. I love that. That makes me happy for people.
Yeah.
And the famous words of Elle Woods, happy people just don't kill their husbands. So
fantastic. There's actually going to be a Legally Blonde at the Waco Civic Theater coming up, so check it out.
I didn't even know that. That was a perfect plug.
And that's why you hear it here on No Waco. But yeah, that's fantastic. And why do you think your services are so important here in the Waco community right now?
Kind of like I mentioned in the very beginning, I feel like Waco is very underserved. The crazy part is there's actually a chiropractic college like an hour and a half away.
Oh, wow.
And I know at least out in South Carolina, it was so overly saturated. And that's something that kind of blew us away that Waco wasn't yet. Pause.
Pause.
Definitely, I was going and then I lost what you said.
No worries.
The question was,
why do you think your services are so important to the Waco community right now?
Definitely because Waco is underserved, and because it out in South Carolina, it was very saturated, and it seemed like everybody would graduate and stay in the area.
Yeah.
Versus here, with there being a chiropractic college just an hour and a half away, it's kind of surprising that there is still so few in the area. So I definitely think that's really the big thing.
Yeah, and so you've only been here since December, but what is one of your favorite things about our community? as a newbie, you got to give us your new hot takes.
Ooh, I think it has to be like, it's the atmosphere of Waco, because everything is still so close knit and everybody knows each other and everybody knows everything, but it has the population of a big city. Yeah. So it's one of those like, oh, I don't feel like I have to go to Dallas to get something. Like we have it here in Waco, but at
big
the same
city
time,
vibes, small town feels.
Exactly. Yep. And that has been such a crazy thing to come into. And I didn't really expect that getting here. So
that's fantastic. And so tell us more about what your mission behind your business is.
My mission is basically to be able to make sure people are able to live their life to their fullest potential from a physical, neurological, physiological standpoint. So the body, we're designed to be healthy. Yeah. So I want to give everybody that opportunity to live as healthy as possible.
Wow, that's fantastic. And I know you have a love for sports and everything. Do you plan on getting involved with any local sports or anything like that?
I've thought about it. I'm kind of rusty at this point. I'm so ashamed saying I haven't hardly been to the gym since moving to Waco. It's just, one or two things going on.
Yeah, I got you.
I've strongly thought about it. I know I follow them on Instagram and Facebook, so I always see what they're doing, and I'm like, well, that looks fun.
The Waco Sports Commission people.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
Follow them. And then the Waco Adult Leagues, they've got a lot of stuff going on, all kinds of cool things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so while you've been here, I know you said you already got to meet some amazing local business owners and people where you literally went door to door. Yep. Have you met anybody along your journey so far that has really helped you out and inspired you?
Who really helped out? That would be like a laundry list of people.
Too many people to list.
Yeah, we could literally sit here probably the rest of the day. Because I've gotten involved with multiple of the chambers in the area. I got involved with Women of Waco.
Yeah, shout out those guys.
Yep. I think we did, what did it come out to? Over 200 businesses.
Oh, wow.
That I went door to door to.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I mean, I have to shout out all of them because without the community being so welcoming, like, obviously I wouldn't be here. Yeah. So to give a shout out to just like one or two is, I can't do it.
You can't do it.
I can't just pick one.
Well, you can always shout out your mom, your dog, and your grandma. So any personal family that's helped you along this journey?
I'll have to give just a small shout out to my hubby.
Tiny shout out to husband.
Yeah, my husband's been amazing and incredibly supportive. So.
That's fantastic. I am so glad you've introduced yourself into this community. I've had such an amazing support system so far.
Absolutely. I can't thank you enough, even for being here and getting the opportunity. I mean,
I was just definitely... like, hey, come on my podcast. And then she was really like, okay, I guess so, if you make me. But yeah.
But I mean, this is the type of thing I was just talking about. I mean, it is. It's the community being so welcoming and wanting to learn and know more. And I can't thank y'all enough.
Yeah. And that is fantastic. And I'm so glad you joined us today. What is one thing you would like people to know about chiropracticism that most people don't know?
That it is more than just helping back pain. It can actually help during pregnancy, newborns, even hours old can get adjusted.
I didn't know that. Oh wait, I think I did just see like a video about it, but baby adjusting like can help with like their spit up and stuff.
Colic, ear infections, all of that stuff. Even hip dysplasia.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. It can help lower blood pressure. It can help with headaches. It can help with heartburn. It's a systemic thing. It's not just that low back pain that typically gets people in the door.
And that is fantastic. I don't know anything about even the word. Did I say it right? Chiropracticism? Is that right?
Almost.
How do you pronounce it?
Chiropractic.
Oh, it's just chiropractic. Well, I was just complicating things over here. I'm just being an overachiever. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners today?
Like I said, our grand opening is this Friday,
whoop, whoop.
5 p.m. at the office. Raising Cane's is going to be the one providing food, if that's even a little
Chicky
more
tenders.
Would love to have anybody and everybody out there. You don't have to be a patient. Oh, we are doing some giveaways.
Ooh, we love a good giveaway.
We've paired up with Papa Joe's over off of Hewitt Drive for some awesome grilling accessories. We'll be doing a giveaway at the grand opening. Then we'll do another one here in like a week with some more stuff. And then for our patients who have been so awesome, we're actually doing a grill giveaway.
Oh, wow.
July 1st, just before the 4th of July weekend.
Before 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. And now give us all your social media, where we can find you, where we can get more information about you.
Yeah, absolutely. So our website is ArrowHead Chiro, CHIRO .net. Then we are on Facebook. We are on Instagram, all ArrowHead Chiropractic. Yeah. And our business phone number, if you really just want to give us a shout as well, throw that out there. 254-224-6544.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm really looking forward to it. And Friday's going to be amazing. Well, this comes out Friday morning. So those that are listening, it's this Friday, today that you are listening to this episode. Please come.
Absolutely. The 10th.
The 10th of June. Please join us. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.